You also did music for It's the Small Things, Charlie Brown in
Yeah.
2022. So, was there any difference in approaching this, a summer musical, which has music as its main focus? Was there a difference in how you approached this, or was it kind of a natural extension of what you had previously done?
It was a little bit of an extension. I mean, I think the team remained roughly, a lot of the same team on both productions. It's the small things and then the new one. Um, I think what happened both times was it's very easy to underestimate what it takes to make a musical. It's this one because it's propelled um, through music was, I mean, I think it took longer, cost more, and was just more of a challenge to do this whole thing propelled by music. I think it's kind of like when you're getting renovations done on your house and they say it's going to be 2 weeks and it's going to cost, this much money to multiply everything by two, six, whatever. Um, so it was a little bit more. Yeah, but the same things existed, which is that, you know, I was given a script. The script could change depending on the music, and then the script did change after the music was on, the animation and everything. So you're kind of giving back and forth. These things are happening. In a musical, uh, the songs get to score the goals. So um, there were goals to be scored, and they were very generous in letting me do all the dunking because you know that's what the songs are for. So
Yeah, and you have three really wonderful songs here. It really leads to a beautiful ending for this special. What is the biggest challenge of having these songs fit into the story and serve a narrative purpose? Because the best musicals, the songs definitely move the plot forward. They're
yeah.
not just background. So, and this does that. So, what is the biggest challenge of making it fit and propelling the story forward?
Well, for me, the challenge equals opportunity because um, it's makes a you know a thing that you're making all juicier. Oh, this is going to be hard. I mean, each one had its difficult. Um, it's each song can be taken as these are the challenges in the song, and they were pretty clear challenges as they emerged. So I enter in the middle of the script. So, it's kind of like, well, Ben, here's how it's gone. The first two songs have been done by this great songwriting team. It's set up. They're propelling you into camp world with great expectation, great happiness, talking Sally into being happy about it, happy, happy, yay. And now it's like they got to go into a hole for a while. The first hole we go into is sung by Charlie Brown. Just the fact that a cat like this, Charlie Brown, is even going to sing to us, to me, is challenge number one. A waltz is a good way to distance. It's why old men sing waltzes. They don't want to be too wet. They want to retain their dignity. They want you to stand back a little bit. When you make something in 3/4 time, that's what's happening. You're like, you're like, I got a lot to say. This is very deep. It comes from a wizened place. And I'm not going to cry on your shoulder, and you need to back up. And that's what a waltz does. A major key gives you even more, less wet, less, you know, less overtly emotional. Charlie Brown is a character created a half a century ago, very nuanced character. He could be misconstrued as depressive. He's not a laugh a minute. but he also doesn't tend to flip out about things. He's sort of exists in this, oh, good grief, the weight of the world. So having someone sing about the sadness of something that they've loved through their childhood being mowed down, by someone building a massive development, that was the challenge. And I think Charlie Brown is simultaneously a very young man, but he's also old. He's like an old soul. So for him to reminisce about when he was light, back when we were light, when we were only children. Well, he is a child. But the thing is kids have the weight of the world on their shoulders. And, I made a joke in it where I said, let's look through pictures and people, places that we've been, all these things that we've known for the 5 weeks. That's the punchline of the song, but it's actually real. I mean, kids have to learn lifetimes in weeks where, you know, people my age, it's like, don't learn anything else. And your age, you got a couple more things to learn, and those things happen, you know, over time. But we slow down and we get dumber as we get old. And with kids, they are their highest intelligence. They're the age that they take everything in. So to say that they wouldn't be sad for a whole lifetime and generations is to underestimate them. So that was the challenge in song one. Song two, the challenge is that the script didn't make clear why they were in a hole and came out to the top because the sun came out. That's what happens in the story. It's like, oh man, we were gonna have a concert, save can't, but guess we can't. It's raining. Oh, the sun came out. Story over. That's what I inherited, and I just thought, well, let's dig into the deep, deep well that is Charlie Brown, and he is going to be myopically focused on not looking up, looking down at his feet, one at a time. Look, it may not happen, but I can't give up. I'm not going to celebrate this. There's nothing to celebrate. I'm not giving up though. 1 foot, one, and that suits his personality. Kids at the camp are like, look up. It's it's raining. That means that you can't do the concert. You get that, right? And he's like, I'm not looking up. But then the sun comes out and he goes, I'm still looking down 1 foot at a time. I got to keep going. And they're going, no, 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 you can stop that now. You look up. It's raining. I mean, it's the sun's out. And he's like, I'm not looking up. No, look up. The fucking sun's out. And then he looks up and that's the song. So in that way, they don't earn the weather, but they earn the right, or he earns the right to say that no matter what, when the chips were down, he was still pushing because you never know what's going to happen. Like I think kids should see a world in which there's no hope, but you keep trying. Because that's when every major accomplishment in history was ever made, is when it looked like there was no hope. You think that, I don't know, um, Winston Churchill looked like a nutcase. I mean, he was surrounded. They were definitely not going to survive that. And they did because he wouldn't look up. He just looked down. And probably when it was over, he probably didn't, well, these guys all died before their time, but he couldn't see the world that it could have created. And then the last song had the challenge of being like, We Are the World meets Walking on Sunshine. Like I didn't want it to be like, yay, we saved the world, we saved camp, yay. I wanted it to be a little bit of that, but also to say, look, we inherited some crap from our parents. It's like we did like that, but we're gonna do the best, and our best may not be good enough, meaning that they may pass a turd on to the next generation too. But they've done the best they can. They've improved upon us, and that's the nuance that you're allowed in Charlie Brown and
I
Peanut.
love that. I love that because that's all we can do. Just do our best to make it a little bit better. Thank you so much for your time, and I think you've done such a great job of keeping that musical legacy within Peanuts because obviously, like Vince Girardi's such a legendary pianist. So to still be putting great music out of the world through Peanuts, it's incredible to see. Thank you so much, Ben. Gonna
It's
see
a
you in October. I can't wait to see you in concert.